Hey, thanks for making it to Veterans Info Tap. I'm glad you made it. I recently did a video on this. I'm just doubling down so everybody gets the information. The rule change that went into effect on January 10th, 2024 regarding insomnia has some really harsh language in it that really prevents or does its best to prevent you from obtaining insomnia as a rateable condition. Now, I'm in the M21-1. This is the manual, Part 5, Subpart 3, Chapter 13, Mental Disorders. Typically, you're going to see insomnia rated as a mental disorder, so that's why it's there. So, again, the change date was January 10th, 2024, and I want to give you a couple of these key points that really make it difficult now to receive insomnia as a service-connected condition. Hit the thumbs up, subscribe, share with a friend, all that good stuff. I truly appreciate it. All right, so some of the language here is this paragraph I'm going to read to you first. When insomnia is adequately identified as a symptom, so when insomnia is adequately identified as a symptom of another underlying disability, service connection should be established for that diagnosed condition rather than insomnia. And the insomnia symptoms should be included in the evaluation for the primary service-connected disability. So essentially, they're looking at, much like what they are proposing with tinnitus, they're proposing, or they've actually done here with insomnia, is let's take away insomnia as a condition and use it as a symptom. So let's find the major component diagnosable that has insomnia connected to it. The next sentence is very frustrating. A separate evaluation, so service connection evaluation, a percentage, a separate evaluation is not, and they have it in italics, is not warranted for insomnia that is considered secondary to or a symptom of another disability. Say it again. A separate evaluation is not warranted for insomnia that is considered secondary to a symptom of another disability. In other words, your secondary option for insomnia is gone. So I have this condition, we'll say tinnitus, for example, or a bad back, and now I can't sleep because of this condition. Well, sorry, that would be considered a secondary, and it's not going to be warranted for insomnia. Now, it goes on to say that, however, service connection can be established on a direct basis. So secondary is basically gone, but you can get it on a direct basis for insomnia in the absence of a known or established underlying etiology, if there is, and it has 4 bullet points. Basically, an in-service event, a current diagnosis, a nexus establishing insomnia disorder, and then the 4th bullet point here, and this is the add-on, right? So the other ones are normal, right? Those are normal things for a direct service connection. So the 4th bullet point here is the condition, insomnia, because that's what we're talking about. The condition is not associated with any other disease or injury. So they doubled down on this, and it's really also frustrating. So it says here, a separate service-connected evaluation for a diagnosis of insomnia disorder is only, and again in italics, only warranted if all, A-L-L, all other potential causes are ruled out and service connection can be established on a direct basis. So your only route for insomnia is as a direct basis, meaning you're going for direct service connection, not a secondary. And oh, by the way, it's only if all other potential causes are ruled out. It's making it a very narrow roadway. Now, I'm going to tell you kind of my thoughts on how to go about that. It's kind of a long shot, but here's my kind of, I guess, methodology or my thinking around this is a lot of people go for insomnia as a secondary condition because it's easier to prove that way and get service connected versus going for a true service connected ailment, right, as insomnia. So here's the problem. When we have, in this case, insomnia, and we're looking to get it service connected, the likelihood is very low that any of us went to anywhere during our time in service and had it documented that we're having problems sleeping. So chances are it's not in your service treatment records anywhere. No indication of it. No, might be somewhere in there. None of that. So you're going to have to, what I call, manufacture evidence to build a bridge back to your time in service. Now, sure, you may have had insomnia while you were in service. And, you know, who knows? I mean, everybody's different. Maybe you took some melatonin. Maybe you took some NyQuil. Maybe you drank a six-pack, right? Whatever the case is, you self-medicated to help with your insomnia. Well, the years go by, you get out, the years go by, and you just keep doing what you did until finally you're hearing this video. And you think to yourself, well, shoot, I've had insomnia ever since I was in. Well, you're going to have to, again, manufacture evidence to create your nexus. You need to do a few things ahead of that. You need to, have your time in service. You need to go get your diagnosis. You need to go to an actual doctor, have them diagnose you with insomnia. And in that diagnosis, you're going to probably want them to complete a nexus letter for you since you have no in-service evidence. That nexus letter, it would be really, really good if the doctor rules out any other of your service-connected conditions, or any condition for that matter. Rules them all out and says that this is solely insomnia as a standalone condition, whatever proper medical terminology they want to use would be good in that instance. So you really want to hone in on there is no other potential cause, right? So in other words, you're taking care of the ruling out other potential causes so that the service connection can be established on a direct basis. You're going to want to write a letter yourself explaining why you weren't diagnosed and why you never mentioned it, because you self-medicated through your time in service, and you continue to do that after the fact. And then you're going to want to get letters from your maybe family members, could be a spouse, significant other, could be a mother, a father, could be a sibling, could even be a child if they're old enough to remember. So you need to do all you can to build that evidence in your favor that you have had insomnia since your time in service. Double down with your nexus letter from your doctor with verbiage in there that your condition of insomnia rules out any other potential causes for it. And that's really your only way you're going to get tinnitus, you're going to get insomnia in today's world. So with that, wanted to just share it with you again. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great one. And remember, if we don't take care of each other, something went wrong.